Good evening, everybody. This is Dr. Mulder, and I'm going to give you a quick how-to when it comes to tuning the Apex machine. Really not going to go into a lot of detail about the special features of the machine. All I want to do is just give you an overview, a quick, fast and easy way of how to tune these machines. All right. First thing, we're going to go over the old standby here. This is a car owner. This is easily pay the car repair bill. Put them both on here. Make sure all knobs are turned counterclockwise. And on this particular model, I have everything pointing straight down, so everything looks uniform and it's easy to, you know, get a reference. All right. Next, you're going to notice there's no numbers on these. This is a manifester. There's really no need for numbers. It's just something that people want to use for a reference, or the old school they use them, and I think we've gone through that before. But anyway, for this particular application, numbers, you don't need to worry about them. All right, we're going to tune this machine for the car bill to be, or the car repair bill to be easily paid. All right, get the stick. All right, I'm going to do this, and you turn it approximately about the same speed as the second hand. I just want to show. Only reason I'm using one finger here is just so you can have a reference as to how slow to turn this. All right, and you're going to go through all 12 knobs like this. All right, and as you notice, I started up here. This is knob one, or dial one, and you're going to go left to right. Okay, on all three rows, left to right. All right, next we're going to, all right, and stick. All right, next, take the thing that represents the target only. Don't worry about the intent. Leave that on the copper input plate. Take the thing that represents the target only. Put that on the output plate, which in this case is a mirror. We'll go into detail in a later show, but put that on the output plate. You'll see that the machine is turned on, and let it go. Oh, a little helpful pointer here. When you're doing these machines and you're tuning the machines, you can turn it on before you start tuning. And what you'll notice is the stick seems to be more profound. And I want another thing too. A good friend of mine up in Canada, he has a 9 dial machine, and I'm just going to give you like a regular everyday type problem that you may have when using radionics. He had a 9 dial machine, and I went through this thing back and forth with him. He saw the videos. Oh, by the way, that's a stain from staining one of these boxes. I just want to let everybody know I didn't get hurt or whatever. All right. Anyway, so this guy was having a problem getting the stick, and I went ahead, and we went through this thing, and I said, "Well, do you know how to use a pendulum?" He said, "Oh yeah, yeah, I know how to use a pendulum." So what he did was he took the pendulum, and I'm going to have Karen do this because Lady Karen is very proficient when it comes to using a pendulum, and he had it approximately a half an inch or a centimeter above the center of the plate. And as he turned the knob, he said he was getting a reaction, and I told him, "Great." So what he would do is he would go back and forth and kind of zero it in to where he got the greatest response from that pendulum. And it's like he was tuning into one of these old time analog radios. Back in the old days, before we had push buttons and and digital in our car stereos, we had the old time analog, and it's like you're zeroing in for that station to fine tune that station, and that's what he did. And so he was off to the races. I think that the clarification on that took about 2 minutes. I mean, we went from, oh, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. This is not working for me, to this guy is off to the races and he's just having a field day. And good for you, Billy. Fantastic. All right. Next thing on here, I had a comment from a guy by the name of Mike. He wants to know how to use the Shiva machine. Well, Mike, follow the same directions for this machine as you would for the Shiva, and you will be good. The operation is identical for the $12 Shiva. Just use uh, your witness samples, whatever, like I showed, and just go through the dials and like you would any other radionics device. The next thing I'm going to kind of go into more detail on the show with Karen, where we actually go through all of the particulars on this device, and I'm going to talk about the similarities between it and the Shiva. If you'll notice, whenever you get these machines, they're heavier than my normal machines, and they have a crystal bank inside of them, which I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, is a pain in the ass to build, because I have to specially choose all these crystals for that particular crystal bank. I have to go through them and go through the charging procedures, and I have to say it's time consuming, and that's the reason why the additional money for, you're looking at this thing, well, it only has 3 more knobs on this thing and a couple more jacks. I mean, why the heck is it so much more money? Well, it's so much more money because it took so much more time to build the thing, and it's just like anything else. You have to be compensated for your efforts. It has to be an energy exchange. And so there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully that helped you. And we're going to, like I said, I'm going to go into more details about this machine on a later show. This is just something I wanted to show people how to operate the 12 dial machines that I build. And that's it. It's just that simple. All right. With that said, please have a great day and keep on turning those dials. Bye.